Hey guys, Mike Siciliano here, and you are consuming another episode of Self-Boss Marketing Tips. Today, we are going to discuss 5 critical tips that you should be implementing into your marketing plan for 2020 to get ahead. They're very important. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Number 1, you've heard me say it over and over again. Website optimization is critical to the success of your business. The website is the foundation of any marketing plan. So it's important that it's built correctly from the ground up so that it has the ability to rank in the Google search results and display higher than your competitors when a user types in a query related to your products or services. A lot of these DIY website builders, a lot of the big brands that you see ads for, it is very difficult to optimize the website correctly because you need to be able to touch the code in order to make it easier for browsers to crawl the website and understand the content that's within the website. Website optimization plays into the next 4 topics that we're going to cover because each one of these topics will feed back into the website. The website is your brand's identity. It is an asset of the company. It is a tool that every company should be leveraging because the world lives online today. And the website is yours. It is owned by the company. So the only person that can bring that website down is the company themselves, or of course their hosting provider. These other platforms can come and they can go. So build something that's going to last. Website optimization is not only good for search queries. In 2020, you are going to see voice search take a dominant stance among anything else in the digital marketing arena. Voice search will not overtake typed search by volume in 2020, but I think that the market share is going to be enough where if you're optimized correctly, you will have some leverage on your competitors. Now, the way you're writing the content plays into this. You need to write content in a way that it is spoken. So best restaurants near me, best kids play places near me, pet stores near me, and so on and so forth. So if your website is not optimized and you are heading into 2020, ready to go, ready to gear up, ready to get some sales, seriously, take a look at it. Have someone run an audit on the website. Do a simple Google search. See if you can find an SEO checker. It will give you a score. And from there, you can make a decision on what you would like to do to get your website optimized and competitive. Next on the list, Google My Business. So if you're an e-com business, this doesn't quite pertain to you. Although Better Baby, if you go ahead and type in baby boutique in your browser right now and you live in Orlando, Florida, you're going to see Better Baby populate. And that's because we established a coverage area for our business and the listing is optimized around the keyword baby boutique. But for all other businesses that aren't e-commerce, Google My Business is essential today and it will be just as essential in 2020. There are a wide variety of platforms that pull from Google Maps. They use the Google Map data to serve relevant listings to its users who are in need of your products or services. So if you establish your business on Google My Business, it now has a presence in Google Maps and it will start to rank for local search terms, such as florist near me, best nail spa near me, best Chinese food in Kissimmee. Now, there are quite a few optimization techniques that you need to leverage when setting up your Google My Business listing. This has to do with the title itself, the description, the images, putting geotags embedded into the images, listing out your services, listing out your products, adding photos whose title is using your primary keyword with a description that matches. So Google My Business is and will remain a critical component to your small business marketing strategy in 2020. So go ahead, go to business.google.com, sign in and see if you have a listing for your business right now. If you don't, it is critical that you get that listing up ASAP to improve your Maps presence online, not only through Google, but through other providers who leverage Google's Maps listings tool. Let's drop down to number 3. Search and display ads are being leveraged by your competitors as we speak. The Google search results page now is structured a bit differently than it was a couple of years ago. At the top of the page, you have your search ads or product ads. Okay. After that, you have your Maps listings. So these are your Google My Business listings. And then underneath there, you have your organic listings. So these are your organic SEO listings that you optimized your website to rank for. So as you can see, these search ads, they are at the top of the Google search engine results pages. Search-based ads will be targeting your primary keywords. So again, if you have a location that you'd like to drive traffic to, you can run search-based ads that will funnel users to either your Google My Business listing or your website. These search-based ads are going to target phrase keywords such as best restaurant near me. If you have a service, best lawn maintenance company in Orlando, or if you have a product, baby clothing outlet. You'll want to be running some sort of phrase-based search campaign that will populate at the top of the search engine results pages. Make sure that your cost per click and your cost per acquisition is reasonable based on the price of your goods or the LTV of the products or services, the lifetime value of the customer. Just do some homework before you launch these campaigns. Or get some help in establishing this. HeyStackMarketing.com. We're more than happy to take a look and give you a hand. Also, display ads are going to be critical. Now, these are display ads not only on Google, but in the display partner network. So these might show up in YouTube videos. These might show up on news outlet websites. The display ads are a visual ad that entices a user to click and be funneled to your website where they can get more information and hopefully convert into a lead or a sale. So in 2019, display ads were very prominent, very important. You'll notice a lower cost per click with display ads or a cost per impression. It will be lower with display ads. So again, run your numbers, see if your cost of goods can support running these campaigns before you go ahead and design or launch anything. And there's a wide variety of tools where you can see the industry average cost per click for your products or services. They break it down for you. So don't be afraid to leverage Google. Do some research. And again, if you need additional help or you have a mid to enterprise level campaign you would like to set up, contact HeyStackMarketing.com. I'm happy to help you out. Okay, guys, so number 4, there's a star next to it for a reason. Social media is critical, critical, critical. It has been and it will remain critical in 2020. I would put social media just below website on the level of importance in this list. Social media, the platforms to leverage depend on whether you are B2B or B2C. If you're more on the B2B side, I strongly recommend LinkedIn. I strongly recommend Facebook. If you're on the B2C side, without a doubt, you should be on Instagram, you should be on Facebook, you should be on Twitter, you should be on TikTok, you should be on any social media platform where there are potential consumers that are willing to purchase your products or services. The way to start this off, make a piece of content per day. I don't care what your business is, whether you're selling flowers, whether you're selling clothes, whether you're selling electronics devices, whether you're selling a service. You need to make a piece of content. If you're selling a service, it can be an educational piece to educate your consumers. If you're selling a product, let's do some lifestyle photography. Either way, start by posting one piece per day on at least 4 platforms and see where that takes you. You need to build an audience. These social media profiles need to become an asset of your brand. They are providing your brand with reach to reach potential customers that you can't reach through traditional methods. So you have to be willing to make content. If you don't have a team that can make the content for you, make sure to allocate at least an hour a day into getting content out on multiple platforms. Remember, there are different users on each platform. Your Facebook audience tends to be a bit older. Your Instagram audience tends to be a bit younger and they like visuals. Your Twitter audience tends to be a bit more business-minded. Your LinkedIn audience is absolutely business-minded. And your TikTok audience is on the much younger side of the spectrum, but those users are influencing their parents into making purchasing decisions. So, content for every one of these platforms. Next, paid advertising on these platforms is going to be critical to the success of your brand in 2020. Now, how you set up the funnel on these platforms is up to you. You can import email lists and run ads against the email list. You can have engagement campaigns where you put out a piece of content, get users to interact with it, so now you know they're interested, and then you're gonna retarget them with a conversion piece. You can put out a general brand awareness campaign that targets users with a general interest in topics relating to your products or services. And again, as with the search and display ads, it comes down to your cost per acquisition. What is your cost per click going to be? Can you afford to run these ads based on the cost of your goods? Do you have enough in your gross margins to support running these ad campaigns? You need to look at the industry average cost per click. You need to look at the industry average cost per acquisition, paint a picture for yourself, and jump into the advertising world on social media educated. It's very important. You can flush a lot of valuable dollars down the drain very quickly with social media advertising if you don't know what you're doing. And finally, direct marketing online has played a critical component in any digital marketing strategy. So this is compiling a list. You have your email list and you're running email automation based on the actions that these users are taking. So if they're clicking on a particular button but not becoming a closed conversion, then you'll want to have another email pre-designed that automatically sends out to that user to try to get them to take a specific action. Your email automation tree can sometimes have 7, 8, 9 touch points in itself. So email automation is critical to your online marketing efforts in 2020, in addition to retargeting. And what is retargeting? Retargeting is when you interact with a customer who is familiar with your brand, who has taken action on a previous campaign that you've run, who's a current customer, whatever it may be. We want to retarget those users directly so that we can increase the lifetime value of those customers and build a high volume foundation for your business where new customer acquisition is just icing on the cake. So that's it, guys. Those are the top 5 tips for how to market your small business coming up here in 2020. Again, the website is the foundation of all of this. We will be funneling traffic to this website. Make sure it's optimized, make sure it loads quickly, make sure it's aesthetically pleasing, make sure that the code is friendly to major search engines so that search engines know what content is on that website and can link it to all of these other platforms that you're already in. Some other items to look at: get your business in as many directories online as possible. If you have a local audience, a local customer base, these directories are gonna be pumping link juice back into your website. Therefore, your website will have more authority and Google will see it and rank it higher than your competitors who have less authority, who have less reliable sources pointing back to them. So I wanna leave you guys with this. I mean, there's 2 things in 2020 that are going to be the most important. It's going to be voice search. I really think that voice search is going to be on the rise in 2020. That's going to be the year of voice search with your Alexa devices, with your Google Home devices. And the second thing that I want you to leverage, it's been critical in 2019, but it's going to hold a lot of value in 2020 as well. It's social content. So social media content. Please, please, please start developing a strategy right now on how you are going to tackle optimizing your website and then really hitting home on voice search and social media content, because you will succeed. You will succeed if you work on that day in and day out. Now's the time to prepare. It's at the end of 2019 and you need to be on the offensive for 2020 right now. I'm Mike Siciliano. This is Self Boss Marketing Tips. Thanks a bunch for your time today, guys. Again, www.heystackmarketing.com. If you need additional help, if you're a mid to enterprise sized business, we're happy to come in and give you guys a free consultation. I love to talk marketing. My team loves to talk marketing. I'm sure we can come up with something great to start driving more traffic to your business. I hope I added some value to your marketing plan. Thanks, guys.